Hallo und herzlich willkommen zurück zu Alan Wakes American Nightmare. Ja, wir sind nunmehr in der 60. Zack. Na? Erst kam Typen. Okay. Dann kam Spinnen und jetzt ist es irgendwie umgebaut worden. Okay. Hier kommen wir aber durch. Jo. Wupp. Hier warten wir jetzt erstmal. Und nochmal. Hopp, 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 hopp. So. Immer noch keine Manuskriptseite. Alter. Geht mir auf den Keks. Moin moin. Sagt mal guten Tag zu meiner Athleten. So. Ich gehe jetzt einfach mal davon aus, dass wir hier durch müssen. Dass das da hinten irgendwo dicht ist. Hier ist nichts mehr, ne. Hier sind wir angekommen. Okay. Warum wurzelt das hier? Es wirkt so, als wenn hier irgendwo nach einer Manuskriptseite könnte es sein. Was bitte? Sind wir von da gekommen? Naja, auf jeden Fall müssen wir da jetzt gelangen. Na gut.
You're never getting out of this, Wake. Never! Don't worry. I'll take care of your wife and your life.
Aha. Und wieder mit... Boah, Scheiße. Fuck you. Also jetzt mal ganz ehrlich. Fuck you. What the fuck? What the fuck? Okay. Wow. So, aber nicht hier. Na. So. Puh. Holy shit. Gut. So viel dazu. Wow. Ich habe hier immer noch keine Manuskriptseite gesehen. Wie viele fehlen uns dann? 7? What the heck? Oh Mann. Da. Oh nee. Verdammt. Nö. Keine Manuskriptseite. Auf den engen Raum können sie keine 7 Stück verstecken. Das werden wir ja sehen, wer hier wen wohin schickt. Mein Freund. Na? Nicht so zicken hier. Da hinten. Da haben wir Nummer 1. Serena und Mr. Scratch.
When the dark man's eyes suddenly locked into Serena's, she flushed hot. They ignited a black fire in her. He was talking. He wanted the power turned off. He said something about the projector booth. She hooked a finger under his belt buckle. He grabbed a hold of her throat and twisted until it hurt. Somewhere deep inside, a part of her screamed in paralyzed horror, but the moan that escaped from her throat had no panic in it. "Pay attention," he said. "Business first." His eyes glittered shamelessly.
Hm.
Hers did too.
Ja, ja. Der Charmeur, der Charmeur. Und dann hintenrum dann doch wieder abgewichst sein. Ja, ja. Das haben wir gern.
What? You think whatever it is you're gonna do is gonna make a difference?
Na, ich
This'll end up
glaube
just
nicht,
like
mein
before!
Freund. Okay, also diesmal müssen wir das Licht anschalten. Also nicht das Licht anschalten, genau zu sein. Ich hoffe jetzt einfach mal, dass wir hier unsere Ruhe haben. Solange wir uns noch nicht bewegen, haben wir noch eine Manuskriptseite. So. Guck mal, jetzt fehlen nur noch 5. Konzentrierter Strahl.
There's more to fighting the Taken than just burning away the darkness that protects them. When I'm fighting for my life, I find myself slipping into a state of intense concentration that makes the beam of my flashlight seem more powerful and focused. I used to think it was just my imagination, something brought on by the adrenaline and fear of death. But now I'm not so sure. I've been touched by powers that I can't begin to truly comprehend. And they've left a mark. I'm starting to think this might be a part of it.
Oh oh. So, Scratchy.
I've been around for a while now, you know? Well, you've been indisposed, stuck in the darkness. I've been busy. I operate in the shadows, not always literally, you understand? I'm a little more resilient than those I've taken, but I do my best work in the dark. And there's so much darkness out there that goes deep. And the things that live in it are bad, big bastards. They don't mind getting a little bit of elbow room. All that chaos and madness, it doesn't really do that much down there. It's like pouring a glass of water into the ocean, right? But up here, yeah, you can really make an impact. All they need is someone to bring them all the way through. But first, I had to take care of you. You party pooper. You're stuck in an eternal cycle now. The sun's never coming up for you. Everything else? Do my thing. Getting a bit of quality time with Alice. That's a little something for me. And I deserve it.
Oh Mann, oh Mann. So, aber bevor wir uns jetzt mit den Dingen hier anlegen werden, schauen wir uns hier nochmal um. Er will jetzt hier schon das große Finale aufdrehen. Wir werden uns jetzt hier noch ein bisschen zurückhalten. Ein kleines bisschen. Nicht sehr lange, aber doch einen Moment. Na komm. Du schaffst das weg. Dann glitzert und blinkt auch noch irgendwas. So, hier hatten wir auch eins gefunden. Hier ist auch die blöde Armbrust wieder. Aber diesmal keine Seite. Okay. Gucken wir mal in die Richtung. Da ist doch auch noch irgendwas. Ja, ja. Kein Stress, kein Stress. Hinter uns ist auf jeden Fall irgendwas. Abgesiegt. Da hin. Oh. Was geht denn her? Na, na, na. Nicht frech werden hier. Wie dumm. So. Können wir uns hier nochmal... Da? Ach, da oben. Da oben ist sie. Gesehen, gesehen, gesehen. Her damit. Komm, komm, komm. Zack. Oha. Na, ob wir die 4 hier noch bekommen? Naja. Alice Film.
I held the film canister in my hands. I saw her name written across it in big letters, followed by the title. It was a time capsule, moments snatched from times gone by, from a past that I hoped could also be our future. It was my salvation, our chance to be together. A tin can with a bit of magic in it that she didn't even know about. Something I could put to good use. There were only moments left before I had to face him.
So. Naja, wir haben ja inzwischen schon ein bisschen was drüber rausgefunden. Da ist noch irgendwo einer. Da hinten. Die holen wir uns natürlich auch noch. Ja, und sie sabbelt wieder vor sich hin. Her damit. So. 3 Stück noch. 3 Stück noch. Kleidung.
The clothes I wear now I shaped from dreams and memories. It's an old outfit, originally from the 90s. The last time I wore it was when I was still writing and Alice and I took a vacation in the desert before our troubles began. The night before, we'd been at a party, and I had dressed to the nines. On that lazy day, I put on these old clothes, worn and comfortable. Alice made a joke about grunge. I felt a little embarrassed, but I stuck with them. We were very happy. I'm sheathed in good memories to remind myself of what is at stake.
Oh ja, so langsam fügt sich mal wieder alles zusammen. So, hier hinten auch mal schauen. Nö. Da ist die alte. Kann man nicht da gleich bei ihr Licht... Ja, Platz, ja. Licht bei ihr anmachen. Moin, moin. Na? Immer noch so hot? Klick.
Oh, hey.
I'm hoping I can put an end to this now.
You'd better. I really don't want that to happen to me again. It's like somebody vomited in my brain, like a sleazy movie that keeps looping in my head.
I'll stop this, I swear.
You know the part that's really screwed up? If you mess it up, it'll just keep happening forever, right? I don't think I can deal with that.
Don't think about that.
I don't think of anything but.
Oh oh. Kein Mist machen.
Hey, afterwards, when all this is done, look me up. This thing, I can probably help you deal with it.
I don't know. It's almost like I'm not even in the same world anymore. Everything's just weird now.
Yeah, I know. A lot of that'll pass with time. But being touched by the darkness, it's rough on you. It's a lot to process. And I just don't want you to get completely screwed up by this.
Might be a little late for that, to be honest.
Yeah, well, there's degrees. At least you're not at a point where you go around picking fights with people over not changing their light bulbs often enough.
What?
Never mind. All I'm saying is, you're not alone with this. And anyway, you're friends with Alice, so, you know, any friend of hers.
Thank you.
Oh oh oh. Und wenn ich das jetzt immer noch so richtig, nein. Wenn ich das jetzt so richtig gerafft habe, so rum ist richtig. Dann müsste sie diejenige sein, die ja mit Alice da in dem Gespräch zu hören war. Schlüssel brauchen wir nicht.
Hello, folks, and welcome to the third part of our pre-recorded interview with Serena Valdivia and renowned photographer Alice Wake. So, tell me about the film.
It's called Sunrise, and it really wasn't something I ever thought of as an actual film. It was just footage, things I saw and happened to shoot. It's not a medium I'm very much at home with.
You shouldn't put yourself down. You've got a great eye.
Maybe, but experience is another thing.
Because you're primarily a still photographer.
Yes, exactly. So I'm really used to thinking of the world in terms of snapshots. I frame something and try to pick the right moment, and then reveal that moment to people. Moving images are a different story. I'm still learning a lot about it, to be honest.
So, this is a new thing for you?
Or maybe I'm just a slow learner. But showing it like this is definitely a new step for me. It's a little weird taking something this intimate and showing it to everybody. Not that the material itself is somehow shocking, it's just that those were private moments.
But that's why it works, because it feels genuine. It's not so much a story as it is a sort of an echo, showing us how you saw your husband at the time. It's not really about the sunrise itself or Alan watching it. It's about you two together.
I suppose. It's funny, looking at it now, especially now that it's been edited like that. It takes on a life of its own, almost. It's a kind of a fantasy.
Well, there's nothing wrong with that.
No, you're right. I'm glad you talked me into it.
Ach ja. So, und da sehen wir dann jetzt unser Ziel. Ich denke mal, in der nächsten Folge werden wir wohl das große Finale haben. Ich bin ja wohl mal gespannt, ob wir jetzt wirklich ausbrechen können. Also laut Manuskripten würde ich ja sagen schon. Wir können uns nochmal einmal auftanken. Und dann würde ich sagen, wir sehen uns in der nächsten Folge wieder. Auf bald!